I think the fascinating thing about this collection is that it deals with the same subject, spans a huge period of time and a huge number of cultures. No, so it became planned when I was buying some antiquities from somebody who's become a friend in the UK, and he suggested, why didn't I buy a series of Roman glasses to be able to serve port to people at the end of dinners in Roman glasses? And it seemed quite a good idea, and the target was to buy 12 glasses, and I'd started to do that. And in fact, I've done that. I mean, I've used these glasses, those Roman glasses, for dinners. The only problem is it does tend to destroy the dinner party, because you get to the end and you give people, and everyone says, well, I've got a different glass to them. And you go, yes, well, because yours is 1,800 years old and his is 2,200 years old. And you go, the excitement of all of these pieces, actually, is that they've all been used. I'm sure has been used in some sort of party or special ceremony or ritual or religious process or whatever. And that brings them to life. This brings history to life. Well, I think the description that I would use about the Bridge collection is that it's a range of vessels being used to drink beverages, over time in multiple cultures. And I think what it offers is a snapshot of something that at one level is we all must do every day. Deciding to make the Bridge collection or a drinking vessel collection, became known as the Bridge Collection perhaps a little later on, but that started about 3 years ago, and specifically looking at, within the world of wine, the context of bringing my collection, which had been on display, or part of it had been on display in the Yateman Hotel for a number of years, and it had interested customers, and I thought this logically fits with the concept of the world of wine. And so 3 years ago I started to really pay a lot more attention to it, actually started to buy quite a number more pieces because I had a specific objective, and worked very closely with some team members. One lady who is now running the museum, who helped to catalogue my existing collection, perhaps point out where there were gaps, and to work with me in helping to build the collection. Then we hired a curator to help sort it out and go through the logistics of bringing it all together. And now we're lucky enough to have a team of 5 people who are working in the Bridge Collection.
O meu nome é Andrea, eu sou a atual gestora e curadora da Bridge Collection. O meu trabalho neste projeto começou há cerca de 3 anos, quando fui convidada para estudar e inventariar toda a coleção privada do CEO da empresa, Adrian Bridge. Este processo de estudo e de inventariação começava desde a abertura da embalagem onde vinha a peça acondicionada até a verificação do seu estado de conservação, o registro fotográfico.
One piece that I find remarkable is rock crystal cup that was made in 1580, partly because rock crystal is the quartz, and so this is something that has to be carved, and it has gilding, gold pieces and enamel on it. Another piece that I would point to is a very beautiful Rhythian. So a Rhythian is a drinking vessel, so it's like a horn, and it's the shape of a young deer. And when you look at that piece, you can see the muscular forms of the jaw and the face.
As peças estavam acondicionadas, a maior parte em casa do Adrian, algumas estavam expostas no The Yateman Hotel, até que nós decidimos que neste último ano precisávamos de um espaço para estudar a coleção como um todo.
And I think that probably if I was to choose a third piece, one might be tempted to choose the piece from India, which comes from the Mughal emperors. It's a sculpted piece of neophyte jade. Now, neophyte jade is a very, very hard substance. It's extremely difficult to sculpt, and this is incredibly thin, beautifully curved, as a sort of crescent bowl, almost like a large spoon, but ends with an ibex head. And the ibex head has huge symbolism in terms of the afterlife.
O sucesso de um museu não depende apenas do número de visitantes, mas também do número de visitantes a quem ele ensina algo.
Yeah, so the world of wine, as we have called it, but increasingly it's simply being referred to as WOW, is really this extraordinary collection of multiple cultural experiences, there's 6 of them at the moment, and each of them is trying to tell a story. And of course what that does is it provides an immense amount of content for anybody who's coming to visit Porto. We have created, I think, this a nucleus, a cultural centre for the city. We've obviously added the requisite number of restaurants with a variety of food offers and differentiated food offers, and wine bars and a wine school and shops and all these fantastic things, including a brand new public square where on the corner of it you've got the very best place in our city to take a selfie.